Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. This one is a bit of a different one, and this is something that I've been working on in my spare time. And as you can tell, it's a castle build. Obviously, it's also down in the title. This is still a big work in progress. A lot of things that I still need to do to it. So I'm gonna be showing you around my little build here. If you guys enjoy this kind of video, please don't forget to support me in the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon. And why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Oh, things have started to despawn. Weird. So I'm going to be showing you around my castle build. It is far from finished. There's a lot of stuff that I still want to put on it. It is, I wouldn't even say halfway through. I do want to build a village and some other stuff like that. And I'm just doing it for the purposes of role-playing and nothing, no specific other reason. I am kind of organized in that sense, and I do want to split it into separate sections. One that'll have guards, one that'll have like your the equivalent of Amazon and stuff like that. Well, I'll explain what the idea is as I go through it. I'm also going to be covering some other stuff as I go through it and showcase the castle. There won't necessarily be Conan related. So this is the castle itself. I am trying to go off of historical castles. So for example, see there at the top, I want to build a tower where the dancer is. Right there, that hole, that's supposed to be a kill hole stroke. Well, no, actually, that's supposed to be a courtyard, and before that, that's supposed to be a kill hole, but that is not finished. This is meant to be the main castle part. I do want to give it some sort of a shape. This is just the basic layout. I will change things around. Also, going back to other games with regards to Ark, for example, I am planning on covering whatever Studio Wildcard is planning on releasing. I'm looking forward to that. They have been quite secretive with regards to it, but I am following it and I am looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be at some point between the E3 and TwitchCon stuff, so who knows. It sounds like it's fairly close, so I am keeping a very keen eye on what they're doing and what they're saying, and hopefully I will be off when they release whatever they plan on releasing. So I'm gonna go with this bit right here. This is meant to be one of the main entrances. Obviously this is going to be like a bridge. There are several things that I want to do to it. It is not yet finished. This is just the basic layout, and over here I'm going to build a village. I am also going to use the lift system to go down, but obviously I have to work around the fact that I've built close to Sepamaru, which is a bit annoying, but in that it doesn't really allow me to build within a certain distance. But down there will be a village. This is going to be the main bridge from the village to the castle itself. In the village, I'm going to kind of dress up the thralls in what I would say resembles villagers' clothing. We've got the altars over here for the different religions. We've got two frost giants there guarding another kill hole, or what is going to be a kill hole. I'll cover that in a bit. I do want to put some walls up here, and I want to surround this, and I'm going to have ramparts and stuff like that set up, or some sort of rampart anyways. It does really depend on the building mechanism in this game. It is a bit derpy compared to Ark. Ark has come a long way with regards to building. So this is going to be the main area. We've got this right here. This is actually a bank, or my impression of a bank at least. So we've got a little person behind the till, if you will. So this would be the main entrance into the bank. Down here we have the vault room. And yes, it is a vault room. So as you can see, we've got plenty of vaults with loads of stuff that we can store. I could make this bigger, but I think this is big enough for one person. This is a castle for one person, and the rest of it is going to be NPCs. And as you can see, things aren't still yet loading in, which is annoying. Okay, okay. Textures have loaded in. So this will be the vault room. We are using the different structures that the game does have. And we've got chairs over there, or benches. We've got the person behind the till. I'm thinking I might change out some of the design for this bank, but at the moment it looks alright. We've got the stairs going up into the castle over here. So that is a lot of work to do right there in that direction. I am going to try and place things around neatly so it looks like a bit of a historical thing. Over here, this is the kill hole. It is not yet completed. I have moved all of my thralls from my previous base, but as you can see, I have had to cluster them around. So this part will be the castle itself. It's going to be protected by quote-unquote Amazons. At least that's the way I'm planning on being on doing this. But I've just kind of placed them and scattered them about in a fairly aesthetic manner, as much as I could. But I will move a lot of stuff around, particularly thralls. Up here at the top, I want to build a tower. Now the problem with these building pieces is that there's not a lot of space there. It needs a lot of support. So I brought it down to here because I didn't know where to put it. I've got a bit of a throne room. I tried to create a throne room, but it didn't really work out. So there's that over there. That's a bit derpy. I kind of try to make do with what I get, but because using the triangle pieces, I think you can only go out to maybe 3 triangle pieces before you need to place a wall down. I've tried putting pillars, that doesn't work. This will be the crafting area, the main crafting area. We've got the forge right there. Over here we have a dungeon. Now this is something that took a bit of fiddling about with and kind of stressed me out because things don't really work as good as I expected them, in that the building system in Conan Exiles needs to catch up with other games such as Ark. It is well derpy from many perspectives. So obviously these will be the dungeons that are meant to be small and claustrophobic. That's the idea of a dungeon, if you ask me at least. There's a lot of unused space down here. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but I will have to do something with it. So basically, as I said, this is the main crafting area. This is where all the crafting will take place. Over here we have the kitchen. So as you can see, I tried to make it look like a kitchen to the best of my ability. I think it does look like a kitchen. A lot of these pieces were found by killing stuff. Here we have the refrigerator room, or the place where we store food. And I'm going to go this way. Up here we have the steps. This takes to the main quarters. We've got some nice carpets down. We've got some thralls. Again, I kind of scattered them about as much as I could. I did have a lot of thralls in my previous base. I just didn't know what to do with them, so I kind of scattered them and dot them about as much as I could. Yeah, so this will be the bedroom, I guess. Over here we have a balcony, which is a bit derpy to get to because it's that stupid door and the building pieces, but whatever. And there is another thing I wanted to show you. We're going to go out this way. There's a door right here which leads to the roof. That's the only thing I could figure out what to do with this, but I guess we do have access to the roof, so that is always good. Now, in my mind, I have a good design for the tower that I'm going to build. It's going to incorporate the little thing that we just came out of, if it works out the way it does. But with Conan Exiles, you never know. So that'll be that over there. I'm not really sure what the purpose of the tower will be apart from design wise. There's a lot of torches and a lot of lights to be placed. I'm gonna show you the kill hole. So this will be like the little courtyard over there. We've got some wheels of paint. Obviously it has to also be functional, not just aesthetic, so I am trying to combine those as well. I do still have the animal pets to bring. I've not brought them yet because I don't actually know how I'm going to build it. Now over here I want to put down a lift. Let me just brighten things up so people can see. So somewhere around here I'm planning on dropping a lift. Maybe somewhere past this wall, I'm thinking. So that will mean I have to extend this area a tad bit more. I'm going to have to incorporate that entrance so that it looks all aesthetic and as if it's a part of the same thing. The village is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm going to try and place down tents. I'm going to try and make it look like it's actually a livable area. I'm going to make it practical, so a lot of videos will, once it's finished, be made here, or maybe intros, I guess. Also, on the outer walls, I'm going to place a lot of these foundations stacked on each other to kind of give it the castle look that I'm after. I am going to place a sloped ceiling or roof or something to kind of design it as if it was a fortified castle. As I said, this is just the big picture. If you guys want to see more stuff like this from me and more castle builds, I can certainly do that. I am enjoying building in this game, despite the fact that it's derpy as heck. I'm thinking of putting a kill hole there as well, and there I'm gonna close off those corners. It's a bit squarish, so I want to do something with that as well. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna work that out, but I'll figure it out. And as you can see over there to my right, I was just looking at, there's a lot of space to build a village. I don't think I'll be placing foundations all over the place. I think I'm just going to scatter the buildings all around and try and make it look like a village. I'm going to be using the fences and all that stuff. There is this area right there, right past the taming pen, which I don't know what I'm going to do with, but that needs using up as well. I'm going to be placing banners and all sorts. I'm thinking maybe another tower on the bank, kind of like a little clock tower there in the center. I'm just not sure how I'm going to design that. And in this section, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have guards with the Silent Legion armor set, because that looks to me like a castle guard or a palace guard. Then in the castle, I'm going to have thralls with primarily female with the Hyperborean armor set. So that would symbolize the let's call them Amazon, for lack of better words. And I will have different outfits for different vendors, or what I'd like to call different vendors at least. And so as you can see, these are the pets that I still need to bring over. This is the old castle. Whilst removing stuff, I have broken some things, and so for example, there will be areas where there were at one point gateways, but the building mechanics in this thing is really weird, because once I demolished the gateways, I couldn't replace the gateways back to where they were without demolishing half of the castle, because that's how Conan Exiles likes to work with regards to building. So I'm just going to show off the old build. Initially, I thought of demolishing it completely, but I might use this as a testing ground and change a couple of things out. Now, this is where the main living quarters would have been. It was okay. I kind of liked it. It wasn't that bad. I just wanted a proper castle, if that makes sense. So I might use some similar mechanics with that build over there. This would have been like the living room with a bedroom with a bed, actually. This would have been like a little bar thing. Again, that's why I have the dancers. So I'm going to build like a little bar sort of deal with dancers, and I'm going to place people there, or thralls, to make it look as if it's full of life. Alive? Yeah. As if it's alive. That's the aim of it. I have actually taken everything from the section that I ever had that could be picked up, of course. So there was the courtyard. I've still got actually two courtyards. One was better protected than the other. I did have thralls. I still have thralls on the walls. These guys were meant to defend against the purges. Never really had many issues with that. I did place palisade walls on the outside to kind of keep the thralls from the purges at a distance while the archers picked them off. That was the idea. It did work, never had any issues, and this was a lesson hard learned after several purges and bits and pieces of my build coming to bits. So I did also have previously a vault room. I do have a kill room, a kill hole. That's what it's called. Geesh. So this is the top of the vault room where I did shoot most of the videos, and in here is my first attempt at a vault room. Let's call it that, for lack of better words. I could only fit 2 vaults in here. I kind of expected to be able to build more, but because there's a thrall camp nearby, that seems to affect how much I can build. So this would be the front gate of the old building. This is the kill hole, and it does look a lot more intricate, and so that is kind of like what I'm aiming for with regards to the other kill hole in the new castle. It's got access to it from multiple areas, as you can see. You can kind of go down here. This takes you down to the bottom, and this is the exit. It was fun building it and thinking things through. It's just sometimes building in this game is, well, dodgy and derpy. There's also this wall over here. Now I'm going to show you this because this is quite a little interesting thing that I came up with. So you go through this. This is actually inside the wall now. You go around this way, come out here, shut the door, and then we have another little perch where we can have archers defending our stuff. Obviously this is a PvE server. I'm not expecting to be raided, and I'm just doing this for the fun of it, something to fill my time in between other games and in between guides and stuff. I will continue to work on the new castle area in time. Obviously this month has been a bit of a long month for me. Lots of things happening in the background, and I'm used to having lots of things happening in the background in my day-to-day life and my work, but what has been different this month is a lot of delays with pretty much just about everything. Nothing has gone as quickly as I expected it or hoped it would go. A lot of delays, a lot of things not working out the way I wanted them. They did work out in the end, but you know, not to the time scale that I was hoping and planning. That is it for this video from me, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you want to see more stuff like this, more castle builds, I can certainly do that. Just let me know down below with a comment, and if you guys have any ideas for builds and stuff that you'd like to see me try and build, I can also try and do that, of course. Just leave it down below in a comment, and obviously depending on what people ask, I will sometimes, or actually oftentimes, take into consideration. With that being said and done, that is it from me, folks. Until next time, stay safe, folks.